right, Coach, if you want to just give us an opening statement on being promoted to head coach, and then we'll open up for questions.
So War Eagle, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. I'd like to start by thanking John Cohen, Rich McGlenn, McCray Clay, and Coach Williams for allowing me the opportunity to be the head coach of Auburn Equestrian. I'm really excited to continue my coaching career here at Auburn and lead a very competitive and hardworking group of young women. I'm also excited to continue to work with Coach Williams and build on the success and legacy of the Auburn Equestrian program. We have a very talented group of student athletes returning next season and signed an exceptional 2023 recruiting class. Our goal will always be to be in a position to compete for conference and national championships. We'll recruit student athletes that fit our culture of hard work and team first, student athletes that have a desire to make an impact in the classroom and the community. I'm very grateful for this opportunity and look forward to continuing to have Auburn Equestrian make the university, fans, and Auburn community proud.
I guess just, you being in the program as, a student athlete and of course being an assistant, just how much, I guess, would you describe this as a dream job, and just how much of a dream job maybe is it for you?
Absolutely. I've been lucky. I've known Coach Williams now for almost 20 years, and I grew up in this program. I grew up in Auburn, and I feel like it's definitely home now. And as a student athlete, got to be a part of the first national championship team, and then got to stay on staff through multiple different roles. And now getting to be the head coach, I think it's absolutely a dream come true. It's an honor and a privilege, and I know that, and I'm looking forward to continuing on all the work that Coach has done to build this program and continuing to work with him and our staff to win championships and be the best that we can be.
You've seen this thing grow from the ground floor to what it is now. How much pride do you take in what has been accomplished already at Auburn and what the future looks like as well?
A lot. It's, Coach always talks about be willing to plant a seed for a tree you may never shade under. And I think that that's something that's instilled in our culture and our team. And getting to see that from my time as a student athlete, we planted a lot of seeds, and where the program is today. And I'm lucky because I've been here and I've been through it all. And I think one of the greatest things is having alumni and former student athletes come back and stepping foot on the facility and coming back to Auburn and being, wow, look what we helped build. And so I think that it's very special to be able to be a part of that. And I'm very grateful for that. And we are going to be able to continue to push Auburn forward and push the sport of equestrian forward and be the leader in that respect. Something that Coach has always preached and I fully believe in too. We've got to help this sport continue to grow, and we'll do that here at Auburn.
Just when did this opportunity kind of, first get discussed with you, and just, what do you remember about that, and what were your feelings when it first got presented?
So I think Coach and I have been talking about it for a little bit now and kind of what that would look like. And I've been lucky enough. He's been the best mentor and given me a lot of freedom and coaching and decision making and things like that over the last few years. So I think we were really prepared for this move. I think I've been doing had a lot of the responsibilities of a head coach for the last few years, and he's allowed me to do a lot of those roles. So I feel very ready for it. But when we were able, to sit down and to talk to John, talk with Rich and McCray, and really bring it all together, when it actually happened, I think that was, wow, it's time, let's get going, let's move forward, and very excited about it.
Was that period, became official a week or two ago, but you knew or had a good sense that this was being in the works for a while, to the point that I think Coach Williams said that he didn't even step foot onto the dirt he stayed out of the ring, I guess, if that's accurate. How helpful was that in progressively taking over more of a leadership role, if that's accurate?
Yeah, I think that he made a really big effort to let Coach Charles and I do then the arena coaching and to make the personnel decisions and the roster decisions, and we always bounce everything off of him, but he really allowed us to do that. And I think that we talk about ownership a lot. We talk about it with our team, talk about it with our staff, and having ownership of the program and feeling like it is, it's feeling like that it's not just him giving us direction, but all of us are buying into the ownership and to what we're trying to accomplish. So I do feel very prepared for that piece, and like I've gotten to make a lot of the decisions and take on a lot of that, and ready for this next step.
You mentioned being around Greg as a rider and then being here. What's maybe the biggest thing you've taken from how he has guided a program that you'll take with you?
Work hard. Always be thinking about the next thing you can do. I think never be completely content. Like we always talk about, enjoy the win, and then you've got to be ready to find the next thing and to keep pushing forward. Relationships, serving the Auburn community, and understanding that Auburn is bigger than just Auburn Equestrian or Auburn Athletics. And what's so special about this place is the people, and being able to really do all we can to serve that community. I think if you keep those things in perspective and you're consistent in your culture, then the winning will come. We know how we want to recruit. We know what type of student athlete fits our culture. I think that's a great thing, is we already have we're very established in what we want to do. That's not going to change. So we'll keep doing those things and keep staying very consistent in our expectations, and I think that'll lead to more championships in the future.
You mentioned just kind of the not being too content to enjoy the win, but kind of be looking forward as you look to kind of build on this success. I mean, I guess what part of building on it is most important to you, or like what do you want to? What's your priority as you step into this role? The biggest one, maybe.
I think the obvious one is the winning. We have to keep doing that. We want to keep doing that. And we also want to keep expanding the sport and pushing it forward. We have big dreams of what we want our home meet day environment to look like. We want it to be something that people want to do, want to come and be a part of. So we want to keep expanding on that. We want to keep pushing the sport, making it bringing it as much into the mainstream as we can, and looking at those types of things. So I think Auburn's always been the leader in that, and will continue to be. And doing those things, our team buys into that too. And I think that's part of the reason they've been so successful, is they're always looking for what can make us better, whether it's what can make us better as a team, what can make the sport better, what can make Auburn better.
How would you describe the value of the sport at the collegiate level for the women who take part in it at Auburn, but at other places as well? Just what can be gained by being a part of a college collegiate equestrian program?
I think there's huge value in the team. That's the biggest thing. Equestrian's an individual sport when you're growing up. It's an individual sport if you become a professional after college. You can ride on your teams for your country and things like that, but teams are put together, you're put together in a week or put together once you arrive or things like that. In college, you're on a team. And I think that is a huge, huge advantage for these young women, is getting to be a part of a team and a part of putting 39 other girls ahead of yourself, and a part of working towards something bigger than yourself. And when we talk to recruits, that's one of the things is you can ride on your own, but you can't be a part of a team unless you come to college. And that is the biggest thing that you have to buy into and you have to want to do, is be a part of a team. And when you take ownership in that, the success you have it's more exciting, it's greater, because you've done it with others and it's not just about you. It's interesting, we have some really highly recruited, highly successful student athletes that come in that have won at the top level in their sport, and they get here and they talk about, they've been on some of the biggest stages, and they talk about how their first meet in an Auburn uniform, they're actually the most nervous they've ever been, because they have other people relying on them and relying on their performance. It's not just about them if they don't have a great day. So that's always interesting. And at the same time, the joy that they get because they have a whole team cheering for them are the two things I always find interesting, and so consistent amongst them, that they feel when they are part of a team.
You talked about kind of how, talked to Greg, and you kind of talked about this opportunity, but now that you had a chance to soak in, what does this opportunity mean for you?
I'm so excited about it, and just thinking about, what can we do? What can we do next? And it means the world to me that Coach was comfortable enough with me that we were able to make this leap and able to take this step and keep pushing things forward and he'll continue to be involved, which I think is going to be great for Auburn, great for the program. And it's kind of like, finally we're here. And I'm really excited about it and excited to get on the road and recruit. Excited for the season to get, we just finished, so trying to not wish away a little bit of downtime, but I'm very excited for the fall to get here and get going again and get competing with the group we have coming back and coming in and seeing what we can do next season.
Is your staff complete, or do you need to hire somebody?
We're still working on hiring a jumping seat assistant, so once we get that done, we'll be in good shape, so working on that.
So what event were you,
Jumping seat.
okay, so how are the pieces kind of sliding around? So you're just gonna be head coach, now you have to hire your direct replacement, and everything else
Yes.
stay the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
Good,
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.